Hey, kings and queens. I don't know. I just feel like y'all need to know y'all royalty today. So, I had a prophetic dream, and in this dream, a friend came over and I was preparing food. And I put the food in, I put some chicken in the grease, but the chicken would not fry. And so, my friend was sitting with my daughter, and my daughter was like, ain't no cornmeal in this cornbread, and the chicken ain't hard enough. So I put the chicken in the grease and it wouldn't fry. Like in the dream, it just wouldn't fry. And I just left it in the grease and it didn't even burn. Then I went on the top of a building and I was talking to two men. And I looked in the clouds and I thought that I saw a seraphim angel. And it was like blinking, and I said, that's a seraphim. So I tuned out what the men were telling me, and I looked at the seraphim, and the seraphim showed me this beast like a dragon, and it was like flipping like this, but I could not see the face of the beast. But once I saw the face of the beast, it was chicken. I believe, from what the Lord is showing me, that there is something that is about to happen with our food source. So I want you guys to be prepared. I want you guys to be aware, and I want you to pay attention to what you're putting in your bodies. Because for the Lord to send me a dream with a seraphim angel showing me that there is a beast within something that most of us consume daily. I don't eat meat, I don't eat chicken, but I'm black, you know. Um, and I know a lot of cultures, do eat chicken, and we see a lot of things going on in society and the government right now, especially in America. And sometimes a end is not the end, but it is an end to things as we know it. So, in biological warfare, like sometimes we can teach our enemies how to conquer us by just being evil. And some things that we do to establish dominance is the very thing that makes us fall. Where there is pride comes fall, but where there is humility comes honor. But if you're in a nation where there is no humility and all pride, then maybe you're teaching your adversaries everything that they need to know because they know you. Because no matter what has been done, they understand your cycle, right? We wonder why we have so much information about certain animals and stuff. People had to cut those animals open. They had to study them. Just like with black people, we wonder why we're in these certain cycles and predicaments. It's because we've been cut open. We've been studied. And so sometimes with your food, with your plants, with your government, with your way of thinking, it must be covered. It must not be covered. It must be cut open and exposed. And sometimes when it's cut open and exposed, it bleeds out. But one thing I know about blood, there's only one blood that covers. All other blood dries up. So whatever is happening, know that it shall not always last. I love y'all. Shalom, shalom. Stay encouraged. Seek ye first the kingdom, and everything you need will be added unto you. Where there is humility and the fear of the Lord are riches, honor, and life. So you already have everything that you need, no matter what. No matter if you lose this phone, no matter what prices go up or down, no matter if you can't eat what you normally eat, seek God and He will give you the answers. Love y'all. So the Lord actually gave me another part to the prophecy. I was in a house in the beginning of my dream, and I saw a whole bunch of beautiful women, and it seemed like I was on a college campus. And I heard Texas. This is Texas. And I heard Houston specifically. And I don't know where I got Houston from, but yeah, I believe it was Houston, Texas. And I was like, these girls are gorgeous. I was like, I want to look like that. And I saw, that was right before I went outside on the rooftop. And even before I saw all the young ladies dressed, they were beautiful at college. I saw, I was at a like TJ Maxx or something like that. It was like a store, and I was trying to get a cross necklace, but the people around me were trying to get me to go get a cross necklace at a cheaper store. And the lady, the person that was selling the crosses and stuff, she kept trying to sell me other necklaces that I didn't want with other emblems on it. And so when I looked this up, the Lord took me to First Corinthians 10. And in First Corinthians 10, it talks about idolatry. It talks about the sin that the people did when they were saved out of Egypt and going into the promised land, how they ate food that was sacrificed to false gods, how they not only ate this food, the food became like a god to them, themselves became like a god to them, complaining became like a god to them. And after they got done eating food, that they got up and they sinned, and how the Lord does not want us to be like them. So I just want that to stay in the back of your mind. Go read First Corinthians 10. Take this back to the Lord. But I'm realizing it's not even just about chicken. Like I said, the Lord is making a statement about sin, complaining, idolatry in general. So yeah, a shift is happening. It's already happening in the spirit. Love y'all. Shalom, shalom.